Hi.
Hi,
Hi, this is Star, and
Phoenix.
we're talking today about family. What is the definition of family?
What constitutes a family?
Exactly. Phoenix is from a unique family.
Yes. Me, myself, I'm adopted. I'm Hispanic. I guess Latin, not Hispanic, yeah, Latin, I guess. Um, and I was adopted into an Italian and white family. And I didn't get adopted till age 10.
You said Italian and white family.
Yeah, she's white. My mom.
So you don't consider Italian to be white?
That's not as...
Because what is white? White, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant?
Oh, I'm thinking about the United States, like white, like Kentucky or...
But your father, he's Italian and German descent.
Yes. And
But
he was born in Italy.
He was born in Italy.
Yeah, in Naples, Italy. So that's why it's a little different. He's not as Americanized, I guess.
And you refer to your mother as white.
Yeah.
But she's Jewish.
Yeah.
So do you consider Jewish people to be
white? Yeah.
White? Okay.
Still white to me, And she's also was born and raised in
the United States.
Yeah, in the United States.
Okay.
So my all my relatives they're half and half, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Spanish, Colombian. So there's a lot of...
Goodness gracious, that's a lot of fire.
It's a lot of passion in there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but I didn't get any love from them as much like that. Like, I have siblings there who I am close to, but the first siblings that I have met in the beginning, like my sister, like I was close to her when I first met her, but I was small. But then when I grew and everything, like I wasn't as close to her. I'm closer to my other siblings, which are my brothers, which I find interesting. With my birth mother as well, like we weren't as close as me and my mom are now. Like me and my adopted mom, I guess. But
How old were you when you were adopted?
I got adopted, I think, at age 9 or 10.
9 or 10. And how was it for you at that age, entering a family? What you consider to be...
Well, at first, I was very much in denial. I was very much a problem kid. I had a lot of problems with stealing, with lying, with hoarding food, with a lot of different bad habits that I picked up from the last couple of houses and everything. When I first came to them, I didn't even know the common household items of cup and spoon. So that's how neglected I was. But I really tried to do everything in my power to hurry the process along and make them give me up, because I was just so used to that. Even at my adoption, my mom even told me that when she was gonna adopt me, I had packed all my things, and I was like, okay, well, thank you for everything. It was nice knowing you. And my mom's like, what are you talking about?
You mean your adoptive mom?
Yeah, well, that is my mom.
That's your mom.
And that's the main thing about family, is like with a mother and a father, anyone can give birth to someone, but it takes a real mother to, you have to earn that title. And my mom, and my dad, me and my brother alone have put them through so much hell.
And your brother is also adopted.
Mm-hmm. He's adopted too, but at 24 years old. But, regardless of the fact, the fact that, they try to have kids and it wasn't working, so they decided to take someone else's kids, total strangers, and treat them as one of their own. Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy to me how a family that when you first met that were total strangers, you didn't know anything about them, could make you feel so wanted, so loved, like you're literally one of their own. I've never felt that way from my own birth family, my own blood.
So would you say then that's what constitutes a family? It's the feeling rather than the blood?
Yes.
the genetic strain.
It's not the genetic strain. There's nothing, because otherwise, if that was the case, then I could ask the question, why would my own birth mother give me up? Why would my own birth father skip after 3 months of knowing that I was there? There's a lot of questions. On my siblings, I don't blame, because they also, my older siblings that are my birth mother, they had it worse than me. Their detachment level is on a whole nother level. The thing is that I was saved, and what makes a family is someone that, with my mom and dad, whenever I feel to the point where I feel so stressed and so horrible, where I feel like I'm crying or something like that, the first person I think of is mom, my mom's hug. I'm thinking, I want my mommy. Literally, I want my mommy, no matter what age I am. That's what I think of. I just want a hug from her, and because her hug just puts everything back together. It's that unconditional love. It's that total acceptance of who I am, no matter what the circumstances is, no matter what mistake I may make. They will always. I'm a little emotional.
Yeah, emotional. Yeah. What about your friends? You have a family of friends. I know that you're a dancer. You have a dance troupe.
Yes. Now, they're a different family. They're the family that I made when I decided, to put myself through certain situations, because I didn't want to come back to my mom and dad and just make a habit of keep running back to mom and dad whenever things got tough. So I made my own family out, in Hollywood. It's just, we all think of each other as family. There's, one that I think of even as a little brother,
So you build a unit out of your friends.
Yeah, and I couldn't think of a life without them either. I treasure them to the very...
What's the difference between the family that you grew up with and your biological family, which you somewhat know, and your family of friends?
My biological family, there's still a lot that I have not addressed feeling-wise, because I just, I don't always have time for it to address it at that time. But there's definitely with my birth family, it's a bittersweet pain. It's, I know that, I understand now that everything that I've went through, all the abuse and everything, it has formed me and shaped me and chiseled me into something that is going to be great in the future. I have a purpose, and without everything that I had been through, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So with them, it's more like a growing pain.
Mm-hmm.
With my adopted family, it's unconditional warmth and love, and with my dance family, it's more like laughter, and you have a flashback of something that happened, where it just brings you laughter and happiness, so one's a growing pain, one's unconditional warmth and love, and then the other one's just good times and loyalty and, funny stuff. It's just, it makes me laugh if I think about my dance family.
What do you think of the idea of a universal family?
And what do you mean by that?
A universal family, that the world is your family, that...
That's a very good thought to have.
It's a very good thought to have. Do you think that is the truth?
Yeah. That's what keeps us divided mainly, is the fact that we're so against each other, I guess. But if we were all to think of each other as a family, and, I'm pretty sure that hopefully, well, then again, not everyone has the concept of family. So if everyone would be able to have that in their lives growing up and everything, then they might be able to put that into everyday life and be kind to everyone. Not everyone has that, so sometimes they let that shape them into something that's detached or ugly. Mm-hmm. They're there's been a lot of tension just between races and everything, right. Whereas, and religions and, just different, because we all, I guess, everything that everyone's been through has impacted them to be a certain way.
We're conditioned by our experiences. Who we are, what we're going to output, how we're going to treat each other, how we're going to treat ourselves.
If someone doesn't understand the concept of family, and I mean, even if they do, there's so much
stress.
Yeah, there's so much. We live in a world divided.
Yeah.
You know, whereas we're literally one race, like the human race.
Yeah.
And everything else